Thanks for tuning in. This is The Life of a Miner, and let's check out week 66 of my mining payouts.
I know what I do and I know what I need.
Okay, so at the beginning of these payout videos, let's do a quick spot check of the date and time. Today is June 22nd of 2020, and it's about 10 p.m. US Eastern Time. So like previous weeks, I've been mining Ethereum, and I do average around 980 mega hashes. I've been mining Grincoin, and I do average around 71 graphs per second. I've been mining Ravencoin, and I do average around 83 mega hashes. And last but not least, I've been mining Monero on my CPU, and I do average around 14 kilohashes. Okay, so now pulling up my Excel and checking out what I mined. I did mine around 0.72 Ethereum, equaling around $173.71, about 167.9 Grincoin, equaling around $81.32, about 1,067.11 Ravencoin, equaling around $22.60, and about 0.06 Monero, equaling around $3.94. So if I did sell everything as of today, I would have made $281.57. Okay, so now check out my GPU count. I do have a total of 80 GPUs and 1 CPU. My GPUs are mining Ethereum, Grincoin, and Ravencoin, and my CPU is mining Monero, and I do have 2 mining farms. Alright, so for this week's fun clip, this is a news clip with Mike Novogratz stating some good news for crypto. So let's check this out.
Joining me now with more is hedge fund legend Mike Novogratz, and it's good to have you here. Welcome.
Thanks, Kelly.
So explain to me the line of thought. It seems that SEC Chair Clayton isn't as friendly towards cryptocurrencies as another regulator might be.
Listen, he spent most of his term, I think, focused on what we call regulation best interest, which comes into effect at the end of this month. Pretty apropos time for him to step down. It seemed like he kind of didn't want to deal with the crypto issues specifically and kind of constantly punted on it. Listen, I think regulation best interest is a good piece of legislation, and it'll be a great legacy for him. But us crypto guys have been wanting somebody a little bit more engaged, a little bit more active, a little bit more forward-looking. And so hopefully, there are plenty of good people out there. Chris Giancarlo, who ran the CFTC, Heath Tarver, who runs it now, Hester Pierce, who's an SEC commissioner. And so I think all 3 of those would be great picks. If you're listening to President Trump.
Right. Exactly. Mr. President, if you're listening, Mike Novogratz would like the following SEC chair. But what about those who are much more skeptical of cryptocurrencies and their viability and, whether that, SEC chair should be so open to them? You
guys just had a pretty quaint conversation about using coins. And I was sitting there thinking, for God's sakes, people, this is 2020. 93% of Chinese financial transactions happen electronically, digitally. We are moving into a digital era, and we're still talking about quarters versus nickels. And so today, China actually suggested with Japan, Korea, and Hong Kong to do a regional cryptocurrency that becomes their trade currency. And so we need to get our act on the ball fast, right? Or U.S. is going to fall way behind.
Yeah.
And so it's almost impossible for me to think that in some period of time, we don't have stable coins or crypto versions of the dollar, digital versions of the dollar that really become what we transact in.
But
instead of carrying around pockets full of change.
Here's what always confuses me about that line of argument. We have digital dollars. I use them every day with Venmo and all these other things. Why do I need a cryptocurrency?
We certainly do. So we have Venmo. You're limited to how much you can move around at any one point. We have Apple Pay. We have plenty. And listen, that's growing. There's going to be a big battle over payments. Is it going to be a centralized system like Venmo, or will it be a more decentralized system where privacy is easier to orchestrate into the system, like a digital or a crypto dollar? Listen, Facebook is coming fast with Libra. I think it'll be launched by the end of this year. They've got 2.3 million customers, and that will be a dollar-based stablecoin.
One more question, Mike, and it's on the value of Bitcoin. So, if I told you, hey, there's gonna be a national pandemic, people can't get access to cash, literally, among other things, you think it'd be the perfect environment for Bitcoin to spike, but it didn't. I mean, it's kind of treaded water. It sold off a little when the market was weak. Most people see this as a disappointment. I wonder if Bitcoin shouldn't be stable in value, because that was maybe part of the attraction for use more generally.
Listen,
what does it all say to you?
I don't think Bitcoin is going to be used as our payment currency, certainly in the United States, right? The dollar is stable still. Why are people buying Bitcoin now? They're buying it the same reason they're buying gold. Gold's on the highs. Bitcoin has come from, it sold off to 5,000. It's back to almost 10,000 because people worry that the Fed and the Treasury are printing and buying too many dollars, right? We've got this unholy alliance between huge fiscal stimulus by the Treasury and the Fed financing the whole thing. And when you keep putting more and more dollars in the system, the value of the dollar could go down. And so the possibility of a big dollar devaluation it's higher. It's not a base case, but it's certainly higher. And so people are using Bitcoin as a hedge to that.
Yeah.
And we're seeing that. We're seeing that with adoption slowly but surely. And so it will surprise me if we don't take out 10,000 soon. And after that, you're going to see 14,000 and then 20,000.
Well, and we'll see what happens if there is a changing of the guard at the SEC.
Bitcoin, please go to moon. Stop going sideways now. Don't ever say we going down to 1K, but Mr. Novogratz say we have bottomed out, Novogratz is bullish, bottomed out, don't ever rise is there.
Barrett calls it a 13 time frame.
Novogratz is bullish.
Bitcoin could be at 40,000.
Let us go to moon.
Alright, so thanks for checking out this week's mining payout. Stay tuned for next week's as well. And shout out to this week's random comment winner. And if you do want to be featured, just write a comment below. Okay, so hope you enjoyed this video. Thumbs if you enjoyed it, sub if you study, see what's next. But of course, thanks for watching and always happy mining.
You got to let it